Hello everybody and welcome back to another blind country of Jormungand. So, did a little bit of refreshing and some, got my terminology a little bit straight and all that stuff. So, yeah, I how could I forget what Jormungand was? Oh my god, that was embarrassing. But yeah, okay, so the world serpent, yeah, Jormungand. That's an embarrassing thing to forget, considering how important to the Scandinavian lore that is. So yeah. Anyways, I'm looking forward to the show. So, one crucial thing I was kind of informed about is that I really shouldn't take it like in the most serious of ways because it's more of a episodic format, and of course it will have something like that, but it's not going to be the most. I was told that it's not going to be like like Psychopaths. Yeah, that's what I was. I forgot the name. I'm really forgetful nowadays. So I was told that it's not gonna be like that kind of a deep like exploration of the societal structure of the world, but that it still is of course going to contain like good elements and such. So yeah, but mostly just that I was told that I should maybe not dwell on minor details, maybe not that much, considering that the last episode was pretty long. So yeah. Anyways, I'm looking forward to the show. Was thinking, do I remember the names? I don't. That's not good. I should have like a cheat sheet here or something that I can check the names, but whatever. That's gonna be fine. Anyway, let's just start with the show proper.
Damn it! I
Apologies.
can't get through to them.
Okay.
Is the signal?
Yeah, I guess I should always remember to do this before I start. That was actually an interesting meeting with Valmet and Dojo. Like, those are names that they might be referencing a couple of things because Toyo is actually kind of a used name in a lot of well, it really brings to mind Yakuza, but I don't know if that's the. It might be just a generic name, and of course Valmet. That's more of an inside joke in Finland because there's a company called Valmet. So, yeah. Anyways, continue. Okay, so this is gonna be something that I will be doing. I'm gonna skip the intros, mostly because to save time. So, yeah. And also it'll make the editing a little bit easier. So. That is actually kind of an interesting, like, Coco kind of overreacting there, but yeah, that's interesting. Now, actually, I know, I'm going back to that Jormungand business because we still haven't exactly gotten. That is a very meaningful name. I mean, maybe it's not gonna be as meaningful as I think, but, Jormungand carries a huge weight behind it. So, literally the weight of the world. So, I'm just thinking about Nier Automata. So I kinda wonder how that whole thing is gonna come into play. Anyway, continue. That is, I do like that we are getting internal monologue from Coco. I really shouldn't look at my recording screen. Anyways, I really like that we're getting that internal monologue from Coco because that really does show how much she's bluffing and. No, but well, maybe not bluffing, but how much of a poker face she has, and how much she is actually taking in information from minor clues and such, which really does show quite a bit about her experience. So it's a nice little detail there. Of course, internal monologue is pretty standard, but it is still important. So, and it does kind of convey why she is being so brazen about this whole issue. So, yeah. Okay, I know, I'm giving another pause for minor details, but I won't be reiterating some things, otherwise, unless they are like, of course I could go into there was a little soundtrack there playing in that conversation a little bit beforehand, which had a very distorted sound to it and a very disordinate, yeah, that's the word, disordinate melody combined with the backing track, which kind of was a very atonal theming there, which kind of very well kind of emphasized how well not preferable the current situation is. So that's kind of the point. I'm not going to go into those themings again, although I'm just gonna point out, if I'm pausing to point out those things, I won't go into huge details about those unless there's something spectacularly different about it. So of course new things and that I will try to comment on, but you know, if there's like minor things that are details that I remember that I have talked about already, like for example his expression and his just general mannerisms and all that, that those kind of details I'll try not to repeat, unless of course they are very meaningful. So unless of course, you know, give feedback. I know I'm kind of reiterating that, but honestly, give feedback. That's the best way for me to improve. So, and that also is gonna drive this commentary to a place that you would prefer. So, you know. That is actually interesting way to kind of like give a glimpse, to open the window to the world of weapons dealing just in general, because that shows that while the different dealers they don't openly fight that often. Clearly they prefer to not openly fight, mostly because, you know, that's expensive. But obviously they are trying to use indirect means to hamper one another, even if that is just like giving a deal to another on competition. But if that deal is going to be dangerous and risky, then that is something that's going to deal a huge blow to them. So yeah, that is an interesting mindset that they have. I think we were introduced their names in the previous episode, but I have the most excellent memory ever. Anyways, that's this kind of little, it's a pretty basic structure, honestly, for the episode, like just rising interest, conflict, some major events, a sudden spike of action. Yeah, it's actually pretty basic, all things considered. Not by any means like inefficient, and it's like the tension is generally properly built up, so yeah, it's fine. Of course, we are just about halfway done with the episode, so rising action is only beginning to be heat up. So. I do have an issue with that, mostly because they were using just, you know, reverse grips and ice pick grips. With knives, that's fine, but those machetes were a bit too long for that. Whatever. And that's just style. There's a fine little action scene there, but doesn't really have a huge point there. Nice little action still, looks cool and badass, but whatever. Well, there's the twist. Okay then. This is gonna feel really okay, now that was unexpected. That was really unexpected for them to surrender like that. Really unexpected. Ah, daddies. Okay, so that does have a lot of like, you know, that I like. I mean, of course, it's a pretty meaningful scene there, but like, yeah, obviously, I like that. So just you know, sparing your resources wherever necessary, because why fight a meaningless battle? Like, that's just a pointless risk. There was no reason for them to take it. So, it, it was very funny. Okay.
のセリフは通用しねえ。彼女は武器商人なんだぜ。
Okay. That's a fine little preview for the next episode. So, let's go to the scene, I guess so. Yeah! ah! Yeah, that's cool. So, I do have a couple things to point out about the episode. Now, of course, this is not gonna be as long like I tried to condense this commentary quite a bit down, so it won't be, you know, exorbitantly long, of course. So generally speaking, this episode mainly dealt with you know, the general mindset that weapon dealers just have. So clearly, just like efficiency, avoiding pointless risks, and you know, opportunistic mindset as well, generally speaking. So, by opportunistic, not meaning completely foolhardy or anything like that, but you know, that is pretty nice to see. So, it also had a very good so generally speaking, the episode had a very nice arc to it. Like, it had very good tempo. It had a really nice pacing, very solid. Nothing extraordinary, but definitely very competent. And yeah, that's very important to keep a story like this rolling. It had a very good rising action, and of course, really nice spikes of action. Like, really nice action spikes, without actually having huge blown out battles without any meaning to it, other than that little confrontation between Valmet and the other character. So yeah, but it was really entertaining as well. So yeah, it was pretty good. Like, one huge always like, there's one really good test for that I've personally found out for pacing specifically. I know I'm really just nailing this point, but for pacing, there's really one good test that figures out whether the pacing is good or bad, and that is if the episode flew by. Like, if it went by without you noticing, then it's a good pacing. It has really good pacing in that case. And yeah, this certainly did. Like, 20 minutes went by without even realizing it. Well, 30 actually, but yeah, you know. So yeah, it's pretty nice. Generally speaking, I don't have much to say, because this very much focused on the general mindset and proficiency and trickery that Coco has up her sleeves. And those came across very well, very slightly, very, you know, very subtle way, kind of subtle way. Of course, they were the central points, but they were not like, you know, they were not reinforced by just reiterating them and just having in their monologues and stuff like that, but instead they were just shown through action and consequences. And that was a very good way to show how the episodes went by. I liked it. It's a very strong, basic episode. Nothing too fancy, nothing too violent, nothing extraordinary. Just a very, generally speaking, very good, very solid, very. I know I'm saying it's a basic episode, but that's not like a detriment to the show. It's a nice episode. Yeah. No, I don't have anything extraordinary to say, anything specific to say about it, because it didn't really, like I said, it focused mostly on the general mindset and just introducing the mindset of web arms dealers just in general. So yeah, and their thought process. So yeah, nothing too glamorous, nothing that major. I mean, of course it's major, but it's not like, there was not that much to it. But it's a very nice, entertaining, solid episode. I know, I'm reiterating. I guess I should just end it. So, I liked it. That's a nice episode. I enjoyed it. Fair enough. Honestly, I would have liked more substance to it, though. But it had a solid message to it. Like, the information it tried to provide, it so focused solely on that without having much of anything else to it, other than some minor character building for Valmet. And that's fine, that's fine. But yeah, I would have preferred a little bit more substance to the episode. But that's fine, that's fine. It's still the starting episodes, so, you know. Anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. Thank you all very much for watching. I'll hope to see you all in the future. Have a great day and stay awesome. Gunmu out. Thank you all very much for watching. Oh, and just to reiterate, just if you have any comments about the commentary, like the general structure I have, you know, just let me know. I'll try to stop repeating myself. Yeah, thanks.